Welcome to Caps Off. Mark, hopefully we start better than White Sox Royals. This is the first pitch. Gone awry.
This was her reward for being Employee of the Month.
Oh,
Do you know the next call from the organisation? From the Health and Safety HR department.
You know, maybe this is why they won't let me throw the ball in the studio anymore. But I had nothing to do with this. It's just dreadful. Kind of like Royal season to this point. Welcome into Caps Off. Phil Murphy, Mark Donaldson. Didn't exactly put that right down the middle. Hopefully we do a little better.
I'm sure there's a pun in there somewhere, but maybe a flashback.
We'll get there.
Okay, I'm learning your puns every week. This is basic for me. So that first pitch in the Royals game, it got us thinking about the best, worst first pitches ever. Phil?
This is 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis. Great athlete, except, and the worst thing about poor Carl Lewis, if you look online, he actually has a worse first pitch than that. How about 50 Cent, Mark?
Yeah, how about 50 Cent? He missed the cameraman. That's a bonus. He even had his custom jersey before Mets Pirates in 2014. Not very good whatsoever. At least he could laugh about it. Now, Mariah, really? Come on.
I mean,
first of all,
the shoes didn't help.
No, I was just about to say that. Let's get yourself some good trainers. You call them sneakers. Just even barefoot. That was horrible. At least you can sing.
All right, let's go to a nice athletic achievement. This could be high, far, and handsome. This could be filling it up. Could be on the mark. Reds infielder Derek Beatrice gave us some options.
Yeah, look at this. Some stories. Quickly gone from a Marlins cast-off on a minor league contract to a must-start infielder in just a few weeks. 3 home runs versus the Pirates.
Yeah.
17 in 118 at bat, Phil, this season. 6th fastest since, do you know when?
1961. Hey. Putting this in context, the team that shipped him off, the Marlins, he almost has as many home runs this month as the Marlins as a team. And Mark, you look at the at-bats per home run, Dietrich doing it almost 9 times as efficiently as his former team.
We pretty much go out there and try to have as much fun as we can each and every day.
They lead major leagues in runs scored, 30 more runs than anyone else.
My goodness, this is impressive.
Twins are the best story of the season.
From one of the worst teams in baseball, the Marlins, to, well, the best. This comes as a little bit of a surprise. The Twins hadn't won more than 85 games since 2010, and here we are, almost a third of the way through the season. They're crushing everyone.
Yeah, now you don't have to go back to when they were the Washington Senators to remember when they were good. They do have 3 World Series. But why the turnaround? That's the big question. So the Twins finally have an established lineup. All those promising youngsters from a couple of years ago finally coming of age. And the pitching staff has improved, plus their bullpen, which still remains without a closer, Craig Kimbrell, anyone. And their biggest strength, I think, could be their opponents' weaknesses. They're in the AL Central. They face AL Central teams 62 times this season, most of whom have a losing record. And by the way, as you can see from the graphic, those home runs, they help.
You already have an MLB record with 6 games of 5 home runs or more. Before June starts, they are well on their way to smashing the big league record for home runs for an entire season.
In the air to deep right field. Stays fair, it's gone. It's down the line and right, and it is fair, and it's gone. That is first big league hit in the second, first big league home run in the fourth. It's 3-0 Toronto.
So that was the first homer for Blue Jays blue chip prospect Cavan Biggio. The Silver Fox clapping in the stands. His dad.
I don't like that. So
Hall of Famer Craig Biggio.
Look at you, the youngster. I remember when Biggio, never mind a second baseman, was a catcher back in the days with the Astros. Now, Toronto's the first team ever to feature 2 sons in the Hall of Fame players who are their dads. Sticking with like father, like son.
There's Cavan Biggio. Base hit. You know, his dad had 3,000 hits.
Yeah.
More than that in his career, ranks 25th all time. There are a few. Guy was one of the better leadoff hitters of his generation. But how about Vlad Sr. and Vlad Jr., Mark?
Yeah, as we see this young man whose father was very impressive. You know what my favourite stat is about Vlad Sr. and Jr.? They had exactly the same number of at-bats before their MLB debut.
Wow.
Incredible. 1,055. Who's got the bragging rights in that household? Vlad had 45 home runs. Vlad Jr. had 42.
When you look, both fathers and sons got off to a little bit of a rocky start with base hits and batting average. Both fathers ended up in the Hall of Fame, so it ended up okay. Though Vlad Jr.'s got some power and Kevin Biggio has a propensity for base hit, should be a lot of fun to see both of these young stars develop.
Here's Boone. He swings. A long high drive down the left field line. It's over. Aaron Boone has homered, and the Yankees have won the pennant. Aaron Boone with only his third hit of this series, and he is the hero.
Doesn't happen very often, does it, when you've got the deciding Game 7 and you get a walk-off as well. Aaron Boone. It's amazing to think that was 16 years ago. And of course, we're now looking ahead to the big series this weekend, a 4-game series between the Yankees and the visiting Red Sox. All the games on BT Sport. I'll take the Yankees this week. You look at this. Look at this state of you. A Red Sox cap, a Mr. Mets t-shirt.
We don't talk
You're
about the Mets a lot
confused.
on the show. We do talk about the Red Sox a lot with good reason. But back to that home run mark. It earned Boone a nickname in Boston, one I can't say on television.
No.
Before this season, I spoke with Aaron Bleeping Boone about what comes to mind with that homer.
Awesome. You know, year in and year out, you realize how big the rivalry is based on the people you come across and the stories, intimate stories that they have attached to a particular moment, sometimes the 2003 moment, but other moments as well. And you realize all the time just how much it means to so many people.
Well, with good reason, Mark, that homer was historic.
What does the bleeping stand for? Out of interest in Aaron Bleeping Boone?
We'll talk about it after the show.
Okay, let's keep it Disney for now, right? Huh?
Boone's one of 4 players that hit a walk-off homer in a winner-take-all playoff game. Mazeroski down at the bottom did it in the World Series.
Indeed. Big few days ahead on BT Sport. Yankees, Red Sox, and then a final in Madrid.
Yeah, Mark, like Chelsea's midweek Europa League win, Saturday showcase, Liverpool Spurs isn't an all-English affair. We just hope the latter is a little bit more competitive than the former.
A little bit less one-sided.
And turns out there are a handful of big leaguers who have followed both of these clubs for some time.
I caught them when they had Bale, Luka. They still have Eriksson and Harry Kane and Dele, but I mean, they had so many superstars on that team at the time, and they're still really good. So it's cool watching all of them.
Liverpool. At the time, they were like one of the most exciting teams to watch. Steven Gerrard, you know, captain fantastic. He was just coming off winning the Champions League and then also making it to the final again in 2007. And you know, it's just been a really inspirational club over the years. A lot of history.
I enjoyed watching Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale was a player that I like rooting for. I was fascinated with his speed and his strength, and how he used to basically carry the team to being as great as they became.
Mohamed Salah, yeah, I like him. I don't know, he's flying. You know, like I don't know. I see him playing, and like you can tell like how much passion he had. But I know he played for the Liverpool, but just you like to watch that guy, you know. He just fly him, and I think he give it all he has all the time.
Who would you say in the Spurs squad would be the Corey Kluber of the Spurs team? Are you more Harry Kane? Are you more a Christian Eriksen? Or maybe the safe pair of hands at the back of Hugo Lloris?
Say me and Eriksen kind of have the same demeanor, I guess, so we'll go with that.
See, Mark, and Kluber does most of his damage just outside of 18 yards. That works. You hear that, Christian? A 2-time Cy Young winner has your back.
Yeah, now this next thing is our weekly Web Gems. It's about defensive plays of the week, or defensive as you guys say. Liverpool and Spurs need good defense this week. Let's start at number 3, the Diamondbacks against the Giants. Deep fly ball down the left field line. Tim Castro makes the diving catch and doesn't care about his own personal safety.
Yeah, he feels that warning track, letting him know the wall's coming, still lays out and makes the grab. Number 2, also D-backs Giants. Going to right center field, Kevin Pillar, as he is wont to do, goes full extension to make the diving grab. Mark, he's got that glove, the crazy kind.
Nope, stop. Just stop.
What's the number 1 play of the week, Mark?
We will take you to Brewers Twins. Williams has the deal. Hitting a liner back to the pitcher, Jeremy Jeffress, who somehow makes this catch. Reaction time 0.58. I'll suggest for that, wrap it.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I glove it. Time for the tweet spot. At Caps Off, we like to encourage fan interaction. We know with the time difference, it can be a challenge watching some games, but there are some very passionate fans out there. How did you become a baseball supporter is what we want to know.
Let at MLB London series know how you became a fan of MLB. Our next video is one of the most passionate baseball fans anywhere, and he only has a 5-hour time difference as well. It's Dave on how he became a Philly fanatic.
So I became a baseball fan and a Phillies fan back in 2012. Probably one of the losing seasons ever since. So I was in Philadelphia for the first time and loving the city, but I had no interest in baseball, didn't care for it whatsoever. Just literally thought it was rounders. You know, hands up, bad assumption now, but yeah, I had no care for it. So the guys I was staying with had a spare Phillies ticket and invited me along to the Pirates game. And I thought, yeah, okay, I'll go check it out, see what it's all about. And the moment I got there, I was blown away. Citizens Bank Park is an incredible ballpark. And this was the game that Chase Utley returned from the DL. His first game of the season, his first at-bat, home run. The place went crazy. I didn't quite get what was going on, but I was loving the euphoria of it all. And the more I learned about the sport, the more I loved it. I went back the next 2 days, did the ballpark tour, went home, and just kept learning about it.
UK Phillies, Dave, friend of the program, got married over the weekend as well. So congratulations, Mark. You're going to Red Sox Yankees this weekend. Who do you fancy in that matchup?
I fancy Yankees, and who do you fancy, Liverpool or Spurs?
I'll go with Spurs, the upset. He's Mark, I'm Phil. This has been Caps Off. Take care.